Welcome to my new space. This video is all about my newest life update. I have moved cross state from Florida all the way to Texas, and I'm gonna tell you about it. Here's my story. Let's go. So first of all, welcome, and let's acknowledge this here fireplace. I'm Puerto Rican, Floridian. I have never had a fireplace in my life, and I'm very excited. When I first got here, I thought it was electric, and I kept switching that light switch over there, and it didn't do anything. And I found out that's the light for that balcony. And this is a real fireplace. You need firewood. Okay? For tropical people, they know the struggle. They know what I'm talking about. You guys know. Puerto Ricans don't have fireplaces. What is that? And Floridians, forget about it. We don't have none of that. And now I have a fireplace. I don't know how to light a fire. Okay, moving on. So let's go back and from the beginning. You guys know I was transitioning from the marketing industry into the insurance industry, and thus far I have a good, I want to say 3 months in my job as an insurance agent. I do both jobs, customer service and sales. I want to report that I am killing it because the amount of sales I am generating and the customer satisfaction and the 5-star reviews snatched. If you guys want to hear a full review of my first 3 months in the job, you have to comment below and let me know if you want to hear that from me. Okay? Moving on. So the reason why I ended up moving over here to Texas, I never in my life thought that I would be moving to Texas, first of all. But then again, I never thought I would be living in Florida when I moved to Florida 11 years ago. So here we are. It's a new adventure. Basically, the reason why we moved over here, we didn't have a lease. We were a good 5 months living with my aunt and my uncle in their house because I had lost my job. I was transitioning into a new one, getting my license and all that, and we just couldn't. Our lease had expired, and we were like, we need a break. My mom and I, we needed a break so I could get situated financially and figure out what we wanted to do. And basically, the rent in Florida was skyrocketing, and we were like, what's the point? Really, let's really evaluate what we're doing, where we're going, what we want, what's the quality of life that we want. I knew that I wanted a remote job. That's why I transitioned into insurance. Not really because of that, because you can do that with a lot of different jobs. But insurance is one of those beautiful, flexible industries that allows me to work from my home or work from anywhere that I want, as long as I'm doing my job. So we settled in Texas pretty randomly because I helped my mom get her insurance license and just trained her on how to get her PNC job. And if you guys want to see that episode, I can totally make that happen. Just let me know in the comments so I can interview her and she can tell her version of the story of how I helped her get her PNC job. But essentially, she got a PNC job in the state of Texas. But it is remote, and we thought we could just chill in Florida for a little bit and figure out where we're gonna go. Then the agency owner said that I really need you to be in the state. So lo and behold, we had to plan our journey to Texas. Texas is ginormous, and we didn't know anything about the state. We were still wrapping our heads around the fact that we needed to move to another state that was that far. So we already had everything in a storage unit, and I sold a lot of things on Facebook Market, and what I couldn't sell within the time frame, I donated to Goodwill. And this apartment, I mean, when they say everything's big in Texas, They mean it. They really do mean it. I mean, this is a big apartment. Big apartment. It has so much closet space, so much storage. I have a fireplace. I'm in love with the apartment. Shout out to Sebastian, our apartment finder, for helping us find this place, because that's a really big tip, guys. If you are moving to another state and you don't know anything, find an apartment locator. These people are from here, from the area. They know where to situate you. So you tell them what you're looking for, and they will find an apartment that's perfect for you. And this literally what this is. It is the most perfect apartment I have ever lived in, and I have moved a lot. But basically, that's what happened. And we then had to plan our trip. So I needed to maneuver my life around this move, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, we took what we could pack in our car and drove 18 hours. Probably more, because we had to stop a lot to take the dogs out, to go to the bathroom, to eat. We did pack a lot of food, so we wouldn't spend that much money on the road. But still, sometimes you just really want a hot meal, not a cold sandwich. So we ended up stopping in some, like, I think McDonald's, one of the stops. Listen, the McDonald's taste different in different places. We had a burger in Alabama, didn't taste the same as the burgers in Florida. I think it was a little bit better, honestly. I don't know what they put in Alabama. As more I went through the states, right? So we did stop in. My aunt and my uncle were like raving about Buc-ee's, and we ended up going to a Buc-ee's, and we went to a lot of Buc-ee's. But the first one we went to was Alabama, and that was packed. It was packed. But the people are really nice. Like, I was surprised, because usually when you're walking around in Florida, people just mind their business. They're like, no, I didn't see you. You didn't see me. I just need to keep moving. But, I came out of the Buc-ee's in Alabama, and this really tall guy out of nowhere, he goes like, hey. And I'm like, he scared the bejingles out of me. I was like, do I know you? He's like, how you doing? And I'm like, good. And, they're very friendly. And then this one lady, I was literally walking through the parking lot. There's a guy towing. There was this tow truck hauling a bunch of cars. And she recognized one of the cars from a country music singer. And she stops the guy in the parking lot and goes, hey, hi, how you doing? I just curious, are you hauling such and such's truck? I see it over there. And they just start talking about the country music singer, because in fact it is his car. I'm like, mind blown. How could you just stop a truck in the middle of traffic and just go and talk to him about the cars he's hauling? Mind blown. Let me tell you, people, Alabama, y'all are friendly. I was very surprised. People here, when I got here to Texas, very friendly, very helpful. So far so good. They're very nice. We met a lot of Latinos in Walmart and different places we went, and oh my god, the food is just amazing. I love it. I am loving it. But basically, long story short, we did that trip. We packed the car, we packed the dogs, and we barely survived. There was one point that my mom couldn't keep her eyes open in the road, and my uncle called us. He's like, I just want to check if you guys were awake or something. And we were like, oh my God, we can barely stay awake. And we were like in one of those patches of like dead zone where there's nothing. There's like nobody, no civilization, just patches of grass wherever you go, and maybe one mailbox. Okay, there were these ranches of people. There was these ranches where you could just see like the little mailbox at the corner outside the street, and then there's these like wooden gates, and then way over there in the middle of it is the house. And my question to you is, how do they get their Amazon deliveries? I don't know. That's a question. If you live in a ranch, let me know, because I'm not familiar with this at all. Okay, no shade. I just don't know anything about ranches and country living. Basically, I don't know much about anything about it. I only lived in cities and in Puerto Rico, which is also, there's a lot of city there. Maybe some mountains. I've been to rainforests, caverns, woods, but they're just very different because obviously Puerto Rico is a tropical island, and this is, I don't know if this is the Midwest. I don't know what it is. I don't know. You gotta tell me. I don't know. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you're from here. Let me know. So we made it to Texas, and you're going to really enjoy the videos I'm going to be making here because I have ample space and I'm just playing around with the scenery, see where am I going to do my videos. There's a lot of echo right now because there's barely any furniture here. We're planning on getting a table, like a little one. I don't want a big one. We had a big one. It's so annoying. I want to keep this minimalist, you know. I want to keep the ample space. I do want my couch, my big couch here. I'm going to put my TV over there and keep this mantle area free just in case I want to make another video like this. Also, I don't know how to use it, so I'm going to have to learn. But yeah, that's my biggest life update right now. So if you guys are from Texas or you've lived in Texas, I want to know the deets. Give me the tea. Let me know what is good here. I mean, what isn't, like what? There's a lot of food. There's a lot of things to explore. But where do I start? Let me know in the comments below, okay? I want to go to the fair. I heard it's in September, I want to say. I have to Google that again. I want to go to the state fair, see Big Tex. So that's all that I have for you guys today. If you like this content, I'm going to probably be making more Texas content. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's see how it goes. If you guys want to see more of that, let me know in the comments again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow this channel. She is a beast. Thank you so much for your love and support. This is what keeps my channel going, and I'm excited to make new videos here in this space. And I will catch you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.